Maski naman kayo, the record speaks for itself. 41.5% lang out of the 2023 budget. That was last year, 2024 na ngayon eh. And you have an amount, again, for 2.5 billion for 2024. Eh kung ganyan kayo kabagal na mag-utilize, ay walang nangyayari. I will raise that up in your budget hearing.
Noted, Mr. Chair.
Di ba? Hindi nyo na-utilize eh.
Saan po nakadeposito yung pera niyo?
Land Bank, Your Honor.
Magkano po ang kinikitang interest ng natitirang pondo niyo?
As informed, Your Honor, it's non-bearing interest.
Bakit po non-bearing? Kasi pera po yun. Dineposit niyo sa land bank, di ba dapat kumikita po?
Sir, respectfully, if Land Bank can answer that, Your Honor.
So I'm asking you.
Frankly,
You're the manager of the funds of the government.
Now, let me ask you, the implementors, na-achieve nyo ba yung objective? Nga? Kasi, siguro, mas maganda, i-zero na lang natin ito sa susunod. O kaya, ibigay natin sa ibang ahensya. Di ba? You cannot implement the program properly. Sayang yung pera. Yung 2023 General Appropriations Act, 3 billion yung appropriated for fuel subsidy. Tama po?
yes, Your Honor.
Yes. And pursuant to the records, insofar as the funds for 2023 are concerned, na disbursed lang ninyo is 41.5%, representing 172,932 units of public utility vehicles. Tama rin po ba?
Sir, during our previous submission, that was the...
Tinatanong ko lang kung tama yung
Yes,
aking
yes, Your
record
Honor.
dito. Tama.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, for the delivery of services under the implementation of the Department of Information and Communications Technology and the Department of Trade and Industry, only 6% of the total amount of 180 million has been credited. This represents 8,672 of the 150,000 beneficiaries. Tama rin po ba itong report na ito?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, 6%. Now, for the tricycles which are under the Department of the Interior and Local Government, only 15% of the 930 million allocation has been credited. The figure represents 137,002 out of 930,000 beneficiaries. Tama rin po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ang tanong ko ngayon, with these statistics, nakakatulong ba kayo? Is your program helping those who are supposed to be helped? Basing on the statistics which you stated are correct? Nakakatulong ba kayo? Or are you attaining the objectives of the program?
Mr. Chair, may I answer in
O
behalf
biglang
of the
ikaw ang
agency?
sasagot, kanina si Atty. Peig. Sige. Either one of you can answer.
Sir Chair, based on the data, I believe that the program, insofar as helping the drivers of the tricycle drivers and the other modes of transportation, we are unable to attain really the intention of the law when this was passed. Kulang na kulang po in terms of the dissemination of the funds.
Would you please clarify that?
Ibig sabihin po, hindi ho gaanong effective yung pagdi-disseminate po ng funds. Kaya yung essence po ng batas.
Eh, kaninong responsibilidad yung pag-provide ng information?
Your Honor, insofar as the tricycle drivers are concerned, this is with the DILG and
How
the local
about
government.
the other public utility vehicles?
Insofar as the other, it's a DICT or DTI. Insofar as LTFRB is concerned, malaki po yung sa amin, it's 1.2 billion po kami, Your Honor, if you notice. Naglalag behind po with the other agencies.
Yep. Maski naman kayo, the record speaks for itself. 41.5% lang out of the 2023 budget. That was last year, 2024 na ngayon eh. And you have an amount, again, for 2.5 billion for 2024. Eh kung ganyan kayo kabagal na mag-utilize, ay walang nangyayari. I will raise that up in your budget hearing.
Noted, Mr. Chair.
Di ba? Hindi nyo na-utilize eh. Asek, do you have anything to say?
Mr. Chair, also just in fairness to add to the discussion, the 2023 GAA requires a certain condition before the release of the fuel subsidy, and that is when the Dubai crude oil prices reach $80 per barrel for an average of 3 months, and that was only reached during June, July, and August of last year. So DBM only released the SARO in September of last year. So that's also the time that we transferred the 3 billion funding to LTF.
DBM? Is a representative of DBM present?
Good afternoon po, sir. This
Yes.
is James Evangelista po from DBM. So I will check po with our handling official, but so far as DBM is concerned, fully released naman na po yung 2023, and for 2024, since sa the allotment order po, we already released din po yung 2.5 billion for this year sa DOTR OSEC po. I'll check po with the 2023 po, sir, kung kailan po talaga siya na-release po.
Let me get it straight. Yung 2.5 billion for 2024 naka-release na sa DOTR.
Yes po, sir.
Okay. Yung 2023, you do not know when it was released, yung
But
SARO.
i-double check ko lang po, sir, pero so far dito po sa records na dala ko po, sir, it's already fully released na din po sa DOTR po.
Yeah, but when was it released? Yun ang one eh.
Alam po.
Eh kung yung SARO na-release ng third or last quarter, di walang mangyayari talaga.
It was released po September 7 po, sir, of 2023.
So, third quarter. That's the
Yes
last
po.
month of
But
the third
regarding
quarter.
that po, sir, I'll have to check po kung kailan po namin na-receive po yung request po. Kasi we act naman po, sir, based on the request po ito, sir. Kung kailan po siya ni-request.
Okay. Sige.
Yes po, sir. But for 2024 po, sir, may I again reiterate, release na po siya for 2024.
Thank you. Let's go to yung issue ng
In relation to your question. Mr. Chair, kung 41.5% lang po yung nagamit, edi meron pa pong mahigit na 1.5 billion ang nandun pa sa pondo ng LTFRB. Saan po nakadeposito yung pera niyo?
Land Bank, Your Honor.
Magkano po ang kinikitang interest ng natitirang pondo niyo?
As informed, Your Honor, it's non-bearing interest.
Bakit po non-bearing? Kasi pera po yan. Dineposit nyo sa land bank, di ba dapat kumikita po?
Sir, respectfully, if Land Bank can answer that, Your Honor.
No, I'm asking you.
Frankly,
You're the manager of the funds of the government. Dineposit mo sa land bank, di ba? Di ba yung pera pag dineposit mo, may interest? Kasi 1.5 billion ito, Mr. Chair, siguro kahit na itinaya mo lang sa bond siguro ito, time deposit kaya or kumikita yan siguro, talagay mo 5% per quarter. Di ba dapat alam natin kung kumikita yung pera natin o hindi?
Mr. Chair, if I may respond to the question, I believe that's because of BTR regulations. Whenever government opens a new bank account with our GFIs, we have to, on this instance, it's LTFRB, but every time an NGA opens a bank account, we need to request for authority from BTR, and BTR imposes that it be non-interest bearing deposits.
Kung nagagamit nyo kagad yun, like kung hindi ganito kababa yung utilization rate ninyo, pwede. Pero kung ganito kababa, halos kalahati hindi nyo nagagamit. Ba't hindi nyo deposit dun sa ibang bangko na pwede kayong kumita para naman yung pera ng gobyerno napapalago ninyo? Ganon din sa DICT, Mr. Chair. Ganon din sa DILG. 6% lang ang utilization rate ng DICT. Yan naman DILG, 15%. Sa Makatwid, yung pera po ay hindi nagagamit. Di ba ba sayang, Mr. Chair?
Yes, I agree, Your Honor. That is precisely my question. Na-achieve pa ba yung objectives ng programa? Kung titingnan po natin yung statistics na utilization ninyo. Yeah. May mga objectives ng mga programang ito eh. Now, let me ask you, the implementors, na-achieve nyo ba yung objective? Yeah? Kasi, siguro, mas maganda, i-zero na lang natin ito sa susunod. O kaya, ibigay natin sa ibang ahensya. Di ba? You cannot implement the program properly. Sayang yung pera.
If I may, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. As of March, as to the question if the objective of the project, due to the late start of the fuel subsidy, which was in September 2023, so we started the process of the payout only on the later part of September 2023, and as of March 6, 2024, Your Honor, the accomplishment has increased from 43% during our last submission to 70% for LTFRB, from 6% to 20% for delivery drivers, DICT, and from 15% to 26% for our tricycle drivers, Your Honor. But, Your Honor, for the information of the committee, Your Honor, we have been exploring some methods on how to do the proper implementation of the subsidy, like the payout for our delivery drivers should be done by DICT. The payout for DILG should be done by the DILG, and for the public utility vehicles should only be done by the DOTR and LTFRB for efficient implementation of the project, Your Honor.
Thank you. May I ask the DICT, bakit ganito lang ang percentage ng utilization ninyo?
Mr. Chair, hindi po kami yung nagdi-disperse po nung pera. Nagsasubmit lang po kami ng mga list kay LTFRB.
Nagpapasahan na kayo ngayon eh. Now, may I know from LTFRB, on time ba yung submission ng DICT?
We disbursed immediately the submission of the DILG or DICT, Your Honor.
Now, may I know the cause of this low utilization rate? Ano ang dahilan?
Sometimes, Your Honor, for the DICT and DILG, the fuel subsidy project team of the LTFRB encounters some errors in the master list submitted by the partner agencies, Your Honor.
So, in other words, what you are trying to tell this committee is that walang master list yung DICT at saka DILG?
Meron po, Your Honor, pero binavalidate din po kasi ng DICT at DILG yung listahan po ng beneficiaries. For LTFRB, pagka na-submit po sa amin, nire-revalidate po ng ating team, lalo na po doon sa GCash or e-wallet accounts po ng intended beneficiaries.
Let's look at your record for 2022. Yung financial accomplishment ng LTFRB in 2022 was 69.7%. Yung DILG, 4.92%. Yung DICT, 18.1%. Now, in 2023, as per report dito, 37.83 lang yung kwan, LTFRB, DILG, 0.34%, DICT, 3.33%. Consistent kayo ng record ninyo eh. Di ba? Oh. ano ang dahilan? Bakit hindi natin na-distribute ito?
Mr. Chair, the main reason why it's not being distributed as intended, Your Honor, is the lack of master list to be processed in the disbursement of the subsidy, Your Honor.
Hey, let's look at your at LTFRB. In 2021, 98.2% kayo eh. It went down to 69.7 in 2022. 2023, pabagsak pa rin. Pero maybe because of the late release of the SARO.
For 2022, Your Honor, for 2021, Your Honor, we already had the master list of our PUJ operators and drivers. However, in 2022, Your Honor, the beneficiaries who were given subsidies already included tricycle drivers and delivery service drivers.
Kaya nga, in 2022, 69.7 yung parte ng LTFRB. Yung DILG, 4.92% lang. Yung DICT, 18.1%. They're still very low.
I agree, Your Honor.
Kaya
Because-
nga,
Because
have you been looking for solutions na dapat may distribute itong pondong ito? Kasi sayang. Baka totoo yung sinasabi ni Honorable Marcoleta na kumikita. Hindi, nag-earn ng interest, sabi mo eh. Oh. Wala pa yung confirmation ng Land Bank eh. Alam mo naman ako, hindi ako naniniwala hanggat di ko na-verify. Di ba?
Kaya Mr. Chair, ang goal yata ng program is to help the operators of the jeepney drivers in the difficulty they face because of the increased fuel. Kailangan merong urgency, Mr. Chair. So it defeats the purpose of serving the needs and the urgent needs of those concerned by not being able to implement the program effectively, Mr. Chair.
Kasi ayaw nilang sabihin kung ano eh. Let's center on the DILG. Yung DILG nandito. Yeah. Kanina, hinanap kita, nandiyan ka pa rin sa likod. Ayaw mong sa harap. Would you please sit here? Dito. Kasi kanina ko pa napapansin, nandiyan ka lang sa likod eh. Yes.
Mr. Chair, regarding the pending question po earlier, about po dun sa 2023 po, yung pong request kasi na-receive po ng DBM August 9. So,
Okay.
ibinalik po namin ng August 17 for may mga konting deficiencies po, inconsistencies sa sinamit na documents. And August 22 po, nagkaroon po ng meeting po with DOTR, DBM, DOE, and LTFRB as well as the Land Bank. So, ibinalik po sa amin yung complete documents po September 4, kaya September 7 po namin na-release. So, mabilis naman po kaming umaksyon, sir.
Yeah. Attorney Peig, kayo pala naman ang may kakulangan eh. Ha? Nagpapasahan na lang kayo ng blame dito eh. Yung kakulangan ninyo, pinapasa ninyo. Huwag niyong gawin dito sa Kongreso yan. Kasi ako, bine-verify ko. Yung Land Bank, nandito rin, di ba? Yes, ma'am. Totoo po ba na walang interest yung pera ng fuel subsidy program na dineposito ng LTFRB sa inyo? As asked by the Honorable Marcoleta?
Good afternoon po, Mr. Chair. Is reason po from Land Bank. Yes po, sir. Non-interest earning.
Non-earning.
Opo, yes.
Yung kwan. Satisfied ka na.
I am not satisfied, Mr. Chair. Kasi kung yan nagagastos ng mabilisan, okay lang eh. Pero nagtatagal sa inyo yun eh. Kalahating halos 1.5 billion. Kung dineposit nyo sa commercial bank, kumita yon. Mapapalaki ninyo yung budget. Marami kayong matutulungan. Somebody is raising his hand.
Yes, you have the floor. Please identify yourself.
Mr. Chair, I'm Dominic Mariano from the Bureau of the Treasury. Mr. Chair, I'd just like to share perhaps the rationale why it's not interest bearing. As it is, sir, the fund is considered disbursed already. So some insights, Mr. Chair, from I just consulted our principals. It was made to be non-interest bearing so that there will be no incentive to keep the funds in the land bank. The assumption is that it will be distributed as soon as possible.
That
So
was the
that's-
assumption. Kaya
Yes,
nga
Mr.
sinasabi ko, kung yung ginagastos nyo kagad after 2 days or after 1 week, wala tayong problema eh. Pero hindi po yun ang nangyayari eh. So, maski na po yung purpose po ng fund, hindi rin natutugunan eh. So, paano ito, Mr. Chair? Ginagawa nilang non-interest bearing because of the assumption that they can utilize the money or the fund in a manner that it should be. Kasi kailangan talaga, very urgent, affected yung mga tao because of the high fuel costs. Pero ang nangyayari, nakatago lang sa inyo. So wala rin yung purpose ninyo ng non-interest bearing. Dapat i-waive na ninyo yung non-interest bearing. Ilagay nyo muna sa, para kumita pa yung ekonomiya natin, baka sakali. Ganun din pala eh. Hindi rin pala nyo gagastusin. Isipin niyo 3 billion pagkatapos kalahati lang ang magagasta, Mr. Ito yung hindi ko masyadong maisip. Paano ba talaga? How efficient should it be? This is the question of the chairman kanina pa eh. Somebody should answer with more honesty. Paano ba talaga?
Anyway, Mr. Caminati, tama ba yung pronunciation ko? And what is your position sa DILG?
Good afternoon po, Mr. Chair and the rest of the members of the committee. I am Daniel Caminati po from DILG, Bureau of Local Government Supervision. We want to share lang po kung paano po kami nag-collect ng data dun sa mga local government units.
Hindi. Nagbibigay ka agad ng excuse eh. Hintayin mo muna magtanong
Alright,
ako.
sige.
Kasi ang sasabihin mo yung problema ninyo sa pagkolekta ng master list ng mga tricycle sa local government unit. Inuunahan mo na kagad ang depensa mo eh. Di ba? Ang performance ninyo is 15%. At ang sinasabi ng LTFRB, dahil hindi magkaugma yung inyong master list. Tama? Actually, may master list nga kayo ng 2022 for certain local government unit, biglang bumaba sa 2023. Ay, hindi naman, ay yung tricycle sa pagkaintindi ko, hindi pababa eh. Parami nga eh. Pero, kung meron na kayong dinidistribute noong 2022, then dapat meron na kayong master list dun sa inyong opisina. Ina-update na lang ninyo pagdating ng 2023. At sa tingin ko, hindi dapat bababa, tataas kasi dumadami yung tricycle sa bawat jurisdiction eh. Pero sa inyo, pababa. Could you explain why?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Bali, ang nangyari po niyan for GAA 2022, nagkaroon po ng MOA again, si DILG with LTFRB ng kung sino po yung mga beneficiary for 2022, yun na rin po yung beneficiary for 2023. So, unfortunately, for 2023 po, Mr. Chair, lumiit po yung number, yung figures natin dahil based po ito sa grounds, based po ito dun sa mga na-receive namin na issues and concern na sort of parang hindi na interested yung mga tricycle drivers natin since hindi pa po kasi sila nakaka-receive ng subsidy nung 2022. So parang ganun po yung mga...
Ano? Hindi interest. Kaya bumaba yun dahil wala nang interest yung mga tricycle driver?
Yes po.
Tama ba yung pagkarinig ko?
Yes po.
Sino kayang grupo ang hindi magka-interest na magkakaroon sila ng pera?
May mga sentiment po kasi sila, Mr. Chair, na hindi na po ako magre-register dyan. Hindi na ako magbibigay ng data dyan or ng pangalan ko. Halimbawa, ako po, tricycle driver. Kasi hindi naman napaprocess yung application ko noong 2022. Tapos ngayon, magko-collect kayo uli. Sort of ganun po yung situation po sa ground. Kaya...
sino po ang may kasalanan na hindi napaprocess? Sino may kasalanan na hindi na-process? Sige, ang sagot nila, hindi na ako magpapa-rehistro dahil hindi naman na-process yung claim. Now, who is the one processing their claim? Hindi ba DILG?
Ang pag-process po nung...
Yes or no? Sino nagpo-process? DILG?
nag-validate po nung...
Yes, kayo
yung
nagba-validate. Kasi kung wala kayong validation na isasubmit sa LTFRB, the funds will not be released.
Yung validated po na list is galing po sa local government unit. And
Yun
we
na nga,
are...
galing nga sa local government unit, dinadala sa inyo. O kaya sa LTFRB, pero pinapadala yung ng LTFRB o ng local government sa inyo for validation. Kasi hindi magre-release yung LTFRB ng pondo kung walang validation ng DILG. Tama?
Tama po, Mr.
Oh.
Chair.
Now, ngayon, dalawa lang kayo nadadaanan. Bakit kaya nadidelay? Yun ang katanungan ko eh. Dadalawa lang kayong ahensya ng gobyerno eh.
Mr. Chair, yun munang, bakit siya nawala ng gana? Nawala ng gana sa tagal.
Correct po.
Oh, yeah.
Yun na nga yung issue na nire-raise namin eh. That is why we have included this in the agenda for today because marami ng reklamo ang natatanggap namin. Now, bakit hindi tayo maghanap ng solusyon? Oh, ano ba ang problema sa inyo, LTFRB at saka DILG?
Mr. Chair, kanina narinig ko si attorney, naghihintayan sila ng DILG.
Kaya nga.
Despite the due diligence na sinasabi niya. So, hinihintay niya muna. So, kung wala siyang mahintay, walang mangyayari.
That is why yung process nga, Your Honor, is that ibabalidate ng DILG. Kung walang violation ng DILG, LTFRB will not release the funds. Yun ang proseso eh. So I'm asking DILG, bakit matagal?
If I may po. Yung data po, for example, for 2022, we have transmitted naman po kay LTFRB yung listahan ng mga beneficiary galing po sa mga local
Would
government
that be
units.
true, LTFRB? Eh kasi nagtuturoan na naman kayo eh. Hey.
Yes, sir. Tama po.
Tama. O bakit hindi nyo pre-process?
Pinapaprocess po namin. Ang nangyayari po, yung problema po ulit, yung GCash accounts po, kasi kailangan po kasi through e-wallet po yung bayad po. No? Tama po. Yes, yes, Your Honor.
O alin doon? Yung GCash na naman problema? Eh meron kayong over-the-counter procedure. Meron kayong fuel cards. Meron bank-to-bank. For tricycle drivers, Your Honor, yung GCash account, yung e-wallet, o kaya yung over-the-counter or yung off-site distribution. Yun na nga yung sinabi ko, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Kasi ikaw nagsabi mismo niyan eh.
Opo. Yung recommendation po ng off-site or over-the-counter distribution, manggagaling pa rin po sa DILG, Your Honor. So, yung master list po na ibinibigay po sa amin, naka-indicate na po yung GCash, yung mode of payment, either e-wallet or over-the-counter or off-site distribution. So, pagka GCash po, doon po namin talaga binavalidate manually. So, isa-isa po kung tama po yung entry po ng GCash account, Your Honor.
Attorney, ako lang ang may distrito ngayon dito eh. Si Honorable Gato. Hindi ko alam kung nag-submit na siya ng listahan ng kanyang mga tricycle drivers doon sa probinsya niya. Or in my case, in the city of Antipolo, nakapagbigay na kami. Last year pa. Diba? Last year pa.
Yes, Your Honor.
And your excuse when we followed this up, kasi alam naman namin na may pondo yan eh. When we followed this up, ang sinasabi ninyo, yung DILG, walang certification.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. DILG.
Mr. Chair, i-verify ko lang po, yung tinutukoy po ninyo po ba is for 2022 o for 2023? 2023. We have transmitted na rin po yung list, master list ng data ng mga tricycle drivers po to LTFRB.
When?
We'll just check lang po, Mr. Chair.
Yes, kasi ang hirap niyong mag-imbestiga na nagtuturuan dahil pabalik-balik ako sa inyong dalawa eh.
For a while lang po, Mr. Kunin ko lang po yung data.
LTFRB, kailan nyo natanggap yung validation report?
Your Honor, we endorsed the request in December 2023. We made a follow-up letter in January or February of 2024, Your Honor. As to date, there had been no transmittal of the validated list, Your Honor.
Bakit December lang din yung ni-request yung validation doon sa Kwan? Samantalang yung aming submission, according to our local government unit, matagal na naibigay.
Mayroon pong initial submission po ng DILG, Your Honor, which we were able to process. Yung mga hindi po nakasama, so ito po yung subject po ng aming request po sa DILG, Your Honor.
Ano, iho? Kasi December lang daw nila eh. Hindi ko tuloy alam kung anong records ang paniniwalaan ko eh. Yes.
Mr. Chair, if I can also suggest, in order to reduce the steps between these in the implementation of the fuel subsidy, maybe we can in doing our next GAAs, maybe we can divide the fuel subsidies into DOTR, DICT, and DTI, so that there will be no need for transmittals of these lists from DILG, for instance. And DILG can just distribute.
No, ang problema lang naman yung proseso eh. Asek, yung pondo nasa LTFRB eh. Yun lang proseso kung paano may bibigay eh. It needs a validation certification from DILG. Kasi maski magbigay yung local government unit ng kanilang listahan, hindi i-honor ng LTFRB except yung validation ng DILG. Ganun yun eh. So, hindi ko alam kung magkaaway ang DILG at saka LTFRB.
Sir Chair?
Eh kasi, yung records talaga naman, lahat na di-delay eh, Asek. Delayed eh. So there must be a problem.
Mr. Chair, I think the LTFRB or the other concerned agencies must also look into the eligibility criteria. Kasi napakahirap yata nito eh. For example, that the delivery personnel do not regularly receive gas allowance as part of its employment package. Ang dami palang titingnan pa, Mr. Chair. That the delivery personnel must be on active status, duly registered with an authorized PEMEDES entity. Ano ba itong mga ito? That the delivery personnel are actually tasked to deliver parcels and other mail matters. The delivery personnel must use his or her personal vehicle for delivery, not company-provided service vehicle. That the vehicles are either powered by unleaded gasoline or diesel fuel. Kaya nyo ba lahat i-validate ito? Do you have regular employees tasked to validate each and every targeted recipient para makapasa siya sa mga eligibility criteria outlined in this report?
DILG, answer the question.
Kaya sa tagal, alam mo, tama naman eh. Wala, inaartihan mo na ako. Sinabi mo rin sa akin to nung 3 taon na nakararaan eh. Wala ito, hindi totoo ito eh. So magsasawa na lang yung tao eh. So yung perang inappropriate ng Congress, 3 billion. Wala, nandiyan lang sa parang wala rin nangyari. The question remains whether the program is fulfilling its objective. Yun ang tanong ng chairman. Siguro po, tingnan nyo mabuti yung eligibility. Siguro ibaba na lang natin yung criteria. Hindi naman yung... Wala ba kayong bolang kristal na lang? Bumili na lang kayo. O kaya, kung meron po kayong mabibiling isang gadget, parang doktor, Mr. Chair, pag sinot mo sa kilikili niya, pagka naging green, pwede to. Pagka red, wala to. Para mabilis. Lilinya silang ganyan. O tapat mo basta idampi mo sa braso niya, green. Okay to. Ang bilis siguro eh. Pagka walang ganun, sayang yung program. Maganda yung program because it helps cushion the impact of rising fuel, lalong-lalo na sa panahon talagang So, pag binigay mo after 6 months, Mr. Chair, sabi nga yun ba yung nagsabi sa atin? Ano pa yung damo kanya? Patay na yung kabayo. Diba? Kailangan mabilis kasi. Kailangan efficient. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Now, I just want an answer from DILG and LTFRB. Can you solve this problem?
For LTFRB, Your Honor, we will be inviting the representatives of the DICT and the ILG for another meeting, Your Honor, to effectively and efficiently implement the program, Your Honor.
Sabi ni Honorable Marcoleta, yung sagot mo raw hindi appropriate sa katanungan ko eh. So will you please answer my question straight?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ay, kasi ang nagsasuffer yung dapat beneficiaries dito eh. DILG, what is your commitment?
Yes, Your Honor, we will coordinate po with the LTFRB po to fast track po yung disbursement.
Matanong kita, DILG. Nagsasubmit ba yung LGU ng mga listahan nila ng mga tricycle drivers pag ni-request ninyo?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Yes.
Yes po.
So what takes you so long to process it?
Number one po, Your Honor, is tinatransmit po kasi namin yung consolidated na or yung national data na po kay LTFRB once makomplete na po lahat ng submission ng regions.
Hindi.
Para isahan po yung submission.
Nandyan sa inyo ang problema eh. The way I look at it, in the next budget hearing, paupuin ko yung secretary mo doon at ako magtatanong mismo tungkol dito. Kasi yung sagot mo sa akin, hindi ako kontento. Ano? Sabi mo, nagsasubmit yung mga LGUs na mga listahan nila na mga driver operators nila, di ba? Sinagot mo ko, tama, di ba? Now, are they submitting it on time? Yes or no?
Hindi po lahat on time.
Oh, pero yung nakakompleto na, bakit hindi nyo i-submit dun sa LTFRB?
Sa national data po kasi i-consolidate pa po namin siya.
Bakit kailangan i-consolidate? Bakit hindi yung nakapag-submit ng kompleto, nakita nyo yung tama, bakit hindi nyo ipadala sa LTFRB na ito dapat mabayaran na o mabigyan na? Oh, ikaw bang namamahala dun sa programa na ito sa iyong departamento? Yes or no?
Staff po ako.
Sino bang namamahala dyan?
Focal person po ako, Mr. Chair.
Tanong
Tapos-
mo naman sino ang namamahala, iho. Hindi ko naman tinatanong kung sino ang focal person eh. Kasi sa budget hearing, yun ang pasasagutin ko.
Sa management po, Mr. Chair,
Sino nga?
ng data, ako po yung isa sa nagmamanage po nung
Sino nga ang
database.
boss doon?
Ang director po namin is si Director Debbie Torres po. Ng
Alin?
Bureau, Director Debbie Torres.
Director?
Debbie Torres po. Bureau of Local Government Supervision.
Yes,
Ang
yung namamahala ng data na ito Yung data ng mga tricycle.
Yes po.
Yes, Comsec, pwede ba? You kindly invite him together with the LTFRB to my office. Any other issue? You can, yes. Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair,